What is good, YouTube? Also here with another bonus video on The Flash Season 2 / Season 3. So there's a cartoon movie called The Flashpoint Paradox, and also it's a mini kind of cartoon book with 5 or 6 cartoons within it. So this is based on Barry Allen running back in time to save his mother so his mother doesn't get killed. But at the time he thinks the Reverse Flash has done it, so he's a bit confused and dazed, and he's originally confused why his mother's still alive, but then he kind of remembers, and he's talking about someone called the Flash where he works, and then he realizes that there is no Flash in this world. So Bruce Wayne is dead. His dad is Batman. Superman he does exist, but he's not got powers. He's just a scrawny kid. Aquaman and Wonder Woman used to be lovers in this mini movie, and they're basically just having a massive Atlantic stroke Amazon-y fight. Barry gets his powers back the same way as he did in The Flash Season 2 by causing the lightning and the chemicals to be injected into him. Although this did take 2 times, and the first time he was set on fire, but if it wasn't for his kind of how his body regenerates cells really fast, he would have died. So basically everything's been flipped on its head. There is no Justice League. Ironic, because it's called the Justice League Flashpoint Paradox. But yeah, that's the gist of the movie. In the end, he gets his powers back, and then like the goodies are bad, the baddies are good to some degree, and in the end they all kind of go back to their normal roles. And then Batman ironically kills the Reverse Flash, which is kind of cool. And then Batman, aka Bruce Wayne's dad, gives a message to Bruce, which is a nice little touch in my opinion. And that's pretty much Flashpoint in a nutshell, in layman's terms, of what I know from it. This is a kind of it's kind of a Flashpoint Paradox picture, but it's using the people in the current Justice League. So if you're wondering why that is, it's just a little picture that I found. So let's actually talk about what this video is about. It's about what I think Season 3 will entail. So I think it will partially be Flashpoint, and then because there is 23 episodes, like half Flashpoint and then half an actual newish story once Barry's regained his powers and realised that his mother's got to be killed in order for the kind of world to be restored. Although it's harsh, his mother has to die, or else this ripple effect will stay forever to some degree. I hope I've kind of explained what the Flashpoint is in basic terms, as I'm not really trying to confuse you. I've put a bit of artwork here. This is from one of the Flashpoint comics, where Barry's mum is basically telling him that he's got to let what's going to happen. Of course, Barry isn't happy about it, as Barry obviously misses his mum dearly, which is kind of understandable, as he's lost his mum and now he's lost his dad. And then the kind of messed up thing was the real Jay Garrick is his dad's doppelganger from Earth 2. Pretty cool. In this picture here, you see Batman's dad giving him the message. So this picture here is Nora Allen dead. So we obviously know by the end of Season 2 that now he's kind of killed, or I think he's killed the Reverse Flash, or he's done something to Reverse Flash to stop his mum being killed, and that's obviously going to have a massive ripple effect on how Season 3 picks off. I think it's going to pick off with him being confused and him not having his powers, and he's obviously going to have to go to someone like, most likely he'll have to go to Harrison Wells and then explain to Harrison Wells he's from the future, travel back in time to some degree, and he's going to have to help Harrison Wells because obviously Barry knows what they did to get his powers back. So he's going to have to get his powers back pretty fast. I don't know, within 5 or 6 episodes. It's going to be really interesting because all the characters who are playing goodies could be baddies. So it will be quite cool, and everything won't be as it was when it ended, which is pretty cool. I mean, Harrison Wells has been good and bad, so I think Harrison Wells will be good in season 3, but he might be bad because as it ended, he went off to Earth 2. Caitlin Snow could be Killer Frost. Ronnie Raymond could be alive. Eddie Thorne could still be alive. So all these people who are dead could actually be alive, which is a cool complexity, vibe, and all that kind of. They could all be alive. The villains, I think, could be Grodd, but as we know, he's in Gorilla City in Earth 2, I believe. It would be cool to see him again, but I'd kind of like a new villain. These are just my kind of quick picks of who the villain for kind of season 3 could be. So Grodd is my number 1 pick. He was a pretty badass character who Barry never really defeated. They just got rid of him, but it was kind of linked to Eel Reverse Flash. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see him again. And I kind of read some stuff saying he will be around again. Boomerang, he could be a possible character. I mean, it's hard to say what villain they will pick because there's so many villains that they could bring into it. I mean, I've just got 4 in this video just to kind of put some more content out. I'm going to do a different video on who I actually definitely think the villain could be. I mean, it could be Boomerang. Next one is the Mirror Man. It could be the Mirror Man. These are all villains who are kind of from the Flash kind of comics and Golden Age. Cobalt Blue would be interesting as that's Barry's twin. A lot of people thought Eddie Thorne would be Cobalt Blue, so you never know with this kind of Flashpoint Paradox. Cobalt Blue could be the villain played by Eddie Thorne. It'd be so awesome if that was going to be the villain. So what's going to happen to the Arrowverse, the Legends of Tomorrow, and Supergirl? I'm not really sure. I don't think this Paradox is going to change much of the other programs as they're still getting into their own. The only one I could see it changing is Arrow, possibly, but in theory it could mean that they could bring the Black Canary back because times have been changed. But I don't know. I'll probably do another video going into more depth about that. So the newspaper, The Flash Disappears in Crisis, 2024, newspaper written by Iris West Allen. Ultimately, everything that happens in this program is going to come back to this magazine. It just is. That's the way it is. It's building up to whatever this 2024 will be. I presume we're going to have 6, 7, 8 seasons. So we're in 2016 now. So possibly, I mean, they could really keep Flash going and going. But whatever's going to happen, it's definitely going to come back to this Flash missing in Crisis. So anyway, guys, please like, subscribe, let me know what you think down below. If you want me to do any more videos, I hope I've explained what the Flashpoint Paradox is, and I've kind of gone into some detail of what season 3 could entail. Let me know your little theories and thoughts down below. Anyway, guys, I'll see you in another video shortly.